It was a completely normal pregnancy. Towards the end, they were kind of watching my fluid levels, did some stress tests, everything was fine. She was due in early July and decided to greet us on June 22nd, 2009, so just a little early.
When we first brought her back to the room, we were just blown away. We were so happy this was our first child, and it was just surreal to be able to sit and hold and look at something so special and perfect that we had created together.
She was eating, crying, doing all the things that babies do, but we started noticing that she had a twitch on her left side.
And we took a video of it and were able to show our nurse, Natasha, the video. And that's when things sort of changed for us.
They first did a CT scan. It appeared that maybe there was a stroke evolving. And then on the 24th, they did an MRI, confirmed that she had had a right MCA stroke.
Emily just burst into tears. What I vividly remember is that it was like an all hands on deck situation where the nursing staff, the doctors, the employees at the hospital just sort of jumped in action, and they knew how to do everything, and it was like this well-oiled machine.
I'm a speech therapist and I work with adults. So obviously I see these types of strokes all the time. I know that it can affect motor function. I know that it can affect your cognition and speech. I know that it can affect swallowing. And so they really didn't know what kind of deficit she would have.
I just remember having such a sense of comfort knowing that there were experts who were a lot smarter than me, but who knew exactly what to do and could sort of lead us through that really dark time.
As Hannah was a baby, she did all the normal things that babies were doing, but the doctors noticed that, she tended to favor the right a little bit more. And so we had doctor's appointments, physical therapists tell us, work on the left side, move that leg, encourage her to roll to the left.
The big milestone for me was when she started to walk. I said, I don't know if it's just me being too positive, but I don't see any deficit at all.
She loves gymnastics. She goes to meets. She practices 6 hours a week, and she's a dedicated gymnast for sure.
I was a gymnast for 10 years, and when she got into gymnastics, it brought me back to my childhood, and I just enjoy watching her do what every other little girl or little boy can do. She never complains, and from what we can tell, she hasn't experienced any problems, and she works through her deficits and looks like every other little gymnast out there.
I've been in gymnastics for 4 years. I really like the bars because I can jump from one bar to another, and I feel like I'm flying through the air.
The day that we told her about her stroke and explained what happened, she that day decided for her birthday that she wanted to raise money for Levine Children's Hospital because they gave her such amazing care. And she decided that this is her cause and that she wants to give back, and she wants other patients to receive the care that she received.
On day 3 of Hannah's life, we were still trying to just process what was happening. And meanwhile, the team at Levine's had assembled, and Hannah was down in the NICU. Reflecting back on it after the fact, we were just so thankful that equipment was available to help her and to get us in a position where we could take her home, because we were focused on her health and taking her home to start our family. It was really nice to know that there are generous employees who donate to the Children's Miracle Network that can provide these types of services and the equipment that our little girl needed at the time.
I had never been in a NICU until Hannah needed to be in the NICU, and so I had never visited another child there. I'd never been in one, but I am a Atrium employee, and every year there's the giving campaign, and they ask employees to give to the Children's Miracle Network. I got to see firsthand why there is this campaign and why we need employees to give to it. Whether it's $1, whether it's $10, whether it's a little bit every paycheck, whether it's a one-time donation, every dollar counts. I thank you, I encourage you from the bottom of my heart.